We haven't been very entertaining. So
Oh, right. Farts. I don't know.
Man, at least I'm not dealing with naked, screaming, like, geriatrics right now
That's
COVID.
True. Yeah. I mean, that there is a very real chance that that's what this entire episode of Picard is going to be about. Yeah, there's a lot of geriatric people in this show.
they're geriatric imposters.
That's right. And one of them's a, computerized golem anyway, so...
Picard ends up having the android virus and goes crazy and starts shooting eye lasers at people.
We don't know if he,
has eye
bleeds.
lasers.
That's true. Maybe he's like... Well, no, I mean, he knows that he's an android, but maybe it's like Data's mother.
If you prick him, does he not leak?
I don't know.
He'll get into like extreme danger and then go into combat mode and sprout buzzsaws from his hands. Right. I don't know. You'll just see a spray of blood and he'll like bisect somebody and then walk into frame and like slowly walk towards the camera and the thing he just bisected will explode behind him and look awesome.
Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Internet Highway 47 is pretty excited, and you know what that means. It means it's... I don't know what that means, because I so rarely feel it, but it doesn't matter. We're watching Star Trek Picard. I'm Shaggy B, and with me is Dracofunk.
Hey.
Excited, yeah.
I'm not very excited when we do these early morning things.
That's fair. I apologize that I was already dead asleep an hour before you asked if we could record an hour after you asked last night. But yeah, also with us in partial mode is Scrodrick.
Good morning.
That's right.
I drank coffee and I've been up all night, so
oh yeah, I am drinking coffee and I've been up for 3 hours.
I'm drinking coffee and I've been up for some time.
Where are my downers? I'll need to crash after this. And I can't.
This sounds like an AA meeting. Like, hi, my name is, and I'm really tired. I've been tired for years. We're watching. Speaking of being old and tired, we're watching Star Trek Picard Season 3, Episode 5, which we are most curious about now because we just wrapped up a short story arc in Episode 4, and it was really good. This is a moment of truth. Like, this is like a real test. Like, I think, our opinions of Star Trek for a long time, at least mine, kind of hinge on whether or not this episode is any good. They're gonna have to prove to me that they can maintain decency for more than 4 episodes, and they're gonna have to do it right here. So a lot's on the line today, and Dracofunk's gonna tell us all about what they're offering to try to make this happen.
This episode, titled Imposters, came out March 16th, 2023, has an IMDb rating currently of 9.1.
All right.
Well, that's promising.
It is, yeah. Well, it's the 19th as we're recording this, and although as I think Dracofunk mentioned in the intro, which he may have left in or not, I don't know. We don't know. We record for a long time before we start actually doing the episode, so
and dox ourselves, so we have to carefully edit it.
Pretty much,
Dracofunk has to, but I don't do that. I don't know how. I'm awful.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. The IMDb ratings have stayed like pretty high. I don't really trust the ratings like the right after something comes out, because there's that high of watching something exciting and you think it's really good, and then you think about it and you realize it sucks. But that has not happened with the last 4. But it's still early, so
I mean, they have went down like a point, so this probably
like a 10th of a point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A 10th of a point.
Yeah,
it's morning. Damn it!
They should really just do these scores out of 100.
You would, yeah, they should. But at some point in time, somebody decided a long time ago to do it out of 10, and now they can't undo it. I mean, they could just multiply everything by 10, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
that's impossible.
Anyway, indications are this will be pretty good.
Can I tell you something though? This
Please
has a
do.
higher IMDb rating than Fant Forstick Tomatometer score.
I am so sorry.
Which the Tomatometer score is out of 100.
Right.
The IMDb rating, what I'm telling you is the numerical score is higher out of 10 than Fan Forstick's out of 100.
So we could say that this is literally an order of magnitude better.
Oh wow, my brain has not been scarred by Fant Forstick, so
it's all right. I'm repressing it little by little.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're going to repress the experience of watching this on Paramount Plus right after Scrodrick tells you how to do that.
Are we going to repress it?
Well,
or should we just let it happen? But yeah, we're going to watch this on Paramount Plus, so find Picard, search for it in the search box if for some reason it's not on the front page, and then find Season 3, Episode 5, click it, get it started, pause it, rewind it to the beginning, then we'll give you a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, something, and then click on it, and you'll be with us probably.
That's right. And if you're here already, you want to be with us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do it. This is Star Trek Picard, Season 3, Episode 5, Imposters, and we're starting it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Splash screen thing.
The Titan A flying around.
Whoosh. Star Trek.
It is a pretty good looking hero ship. In my opinion.
Yeah. It's got some nice callbacks. Is this a recap, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't skip the recap.
Thank God they didn't redesign Worf to match new designs of Klingons.
They actually undid that.
Good. Michael Dorn will go down as one of the best careers, I think. One of the most impressive careers to me. He just is Worf.
Mm-hmm.
He has shaped Klingons.
He has. And by far he's done the best job of still looking the part this much later. And granted, there's the makeup, but he's still in good physical shape. He's still, Klingons are supposed to age slower than humans, and he is taking care of himself. And yeah,
I almost wish they wouldn't have made him quite so white-haired.
Maybe he dyes it.
Oh yeah, but no, if he's supposed to age slower,
Yeah. Ruh-roh. Killing everybody on the bridge. Nice.
Oh, good.
I kind of liked all of them, though.
Yeah. You got the weird veins. He's crying.
Oh, he's got con blood or something.
Don't skip
He's
the
part-
intro.
Yeah.
He's part what?
Maybe he's part Vulcan or something. It's Ponfar. Talk about timing.
So it was,
Why is he still in command?
well, at least it was just a dream, because I would like to see a show with this crew.
Because Captain
Yeah.
Shaw has a headache still.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dick, but I love it.
Mm-hmm. I missed what? Okay. And I have given up mine. Sound like a Baptist. You just want to God like that. They are gonna fuck.
What's with the women fighting with 2 pipes?
Well, Worf doesn't want to give him a blade.
I don't mean just in Star Trek.
Fair. Terrorist goo freaks. Yes, you have. We see that. They put liver spots on his forehead ridges to match the ones on his face. Awesome. that's weird.
Ass deflector.
Yeah.
Ass flector.
That's that thing's got a
The dongulus.
yeah, it's a you know that's intrepid.
I guess. It's not the penetrator.
Changeling.
Dr. McCoy.
Kill that security officer. Fair point. Huh. Didn't see that coming.
Thank you, Space.com, for spoiling that for me.
Yeah.
I assume she was dead. Commercial break.
Wee.
We're back.
Woo.
It's a camera.
It's her old cat suit.
Yeah. Complete with the extra breasts. Not extra breasts, but bigger. That counts.
And the chief medical officer of that ship is just her assistant now.
Yeah, she's like, F it. This old woman wants to do weird stuff. You're in a hell of a position to say that right now, dude. Talk about sheer hubris. Thanks, Will.
uh,
You got your belt on too tight, man.
um,
It's a little weird.
Where'd that come from?
Good question.
Oh,
Oh.
he's having crazy time again. Okay.
he's gonna want some cellular peptide cake
Does sound pretty good.
with mint frosting.
Meanwhile, in Shuttletopia, Typical Worf.
You.
To a new species.
It's my colonoscopy results.
Run!
I have a polyp.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that digital anamorphic lens effect that they had there. It wasn't very good.
It's really that easy.
It's that easy to turn it off.
It is Guinan's bar. I'm disappointed it wasn't her shotgun.
Yeah, really.
or her weapon from the chase.
Yeah.
Was that the chase? No, it wasn't the chase.
Now let's have a drink. That was a commercial break.
Yeah. See, we're not saying things because it's good.
Because it's really good, yeah.
I'm kind of glad I didn't see the spoiler about Ro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Scrodrick.
Yeah. Space.com.
Yeah. Ferengi. Oh, Blood Oath.
Okay. Yep.
These aren't the Dominion changelings, are they? These are the worms from season 1.
Those weren't changelings, though. Those were parasites.
Evolution.
They joined forces.
One of whom just died.
Mhm.
I kind of don't think that'll be Worf's death. Well, maybe it is. Or maybe that Worf is a changeling.
Oh, you can kill the ex-husband. But I am fine.
That's straight out of a Shatner novel. Ah, it comes in an iPhone case.
Uh,
Thought so.
Shaw's gonna have more PTSD from this, you know?
Yep. That's Shaw leaving, yeah.
Uh,
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 3, 2, 1.
so good.
Yep.
They were steaming.
Mm. Terrorist gonna terrorist. Talk about killing the entire crew of the Titan.
I don't think they killed the ship, but they disabled it.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Shields up, Captain.
Yeah.
We're back.
Shields up, Captain. Shields up. Uh, Uh,
Jeez.
Yeah, he's definitely got the worms. No, not for a while, they're not. Oh, well, yeah.
mm.
I mean, that's fair.
Hmm.
I could agree with that.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm processing that. I think I'm really curious how connected this is to the conspiracy from the first season of Next Gen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was always sad they didn't like meet those guys in the Delta Quadrant.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe they did. Maybe that's
I guess that's
maybe
true.
this. Yeah, maybe this ties that together. You know.
Oh, yeah, they hitched a ride back on Voyager. I don't.
Right.
Janeway
Well,
was
and-
infected the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and it
that's
could-
why she was so genocidal.
Right.
She's like, "F- it, I'm gonna kill your whole planet if you don't do this."
Or maybe not Janeway, Chakotay.
Chakotay,
Oh.
yeah. I think
they can work the fake Native American thing into it, since their expert for that was, all bullshit.
I feel like the the effect that they use for these changelings is like closer to the way that the worm aliens looked in that season 1 episode with the 80s stop motion.
Yeah, they're definitely meteor looking when they transform versus like the glowy blobs that like Odo was,
And it would be like it would be in keeping with their greater attention to detail for that to be like and thinking about it, like the changelings look different than they did in Deep Space Nine. Worf does not look different than he did in Deep Space Nine. Right?
The Vulcans' ears do look more pronounced than
They do.
what we're used to.
But there were also Romulans who looked more like that. And we don't really know for sure if they're Romulans or like part Romulan, since the Romulan Empire has been,
decimated.
I've seen
Yeah.
variations on the Vulcan ears.
That's also true. They could just have,
Different.
for lack of a better term, ethnic variations,
That's true.
That's how they explain the different foreheads for the Romulans.
Yeah.
Mm,
Remember the Northerners?
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
Yeah, right. And yeah, I don't know. Like this is,
But bringing back Michelle Forbes as Ro for this, like, I really like the way that played out.
I do too. I really do.
And the signal cut out before the shuttle exploded, so she didn't die on screen.
That's true.
Maybe she pulled something out of her ass, which I hope. But
Yeah.
even if they spent that character that had some meaning to it.
Yeah. That seems like the right kind of way for her to go, which was kind of what I was saying when I made my little quip there,
Yeah. But yeah, that was a meaningful way to use a character like that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like, oh, look, it's Icheb getting mutilated.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope you weren't a fan of that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, go ahead.
So, like, recently I had a friend who hadn't seen Voyager all the way through just get introduced to Icheb. I'm like, man, that character's been ruined for me.
Yeah.
They're like, why?
Oh. Well, you've got about 15 more years of Star Trek to watch before I tell you.
So, out of 10,
25.
Scrodrick.
Like a 9 out of 10 is fair. Like, I'm not going to go into decimals because I am still processing, but, this was one of the best episodes of sci-fi I've seen in a while.
Shaggy B, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go right along with that. I'm gonna go with a 9 even. With the understanding that it will need to be placed in context. And for all of my complaints about that, this is the way to do it if you're gonna do it. So this could easily be an effective 2-part episode of lots of classic Star Trek, shows, and that would make a lot of sense, and be just fine with me. Yeah, nothing seemed contrived. I mean, Worf finally meeting up with Riker and Picard. I buy it. I buy the whole way that evolved. Yeah, not many flaws here. The closest I got to something kind of taking me out of it is Beverly, like, kind of going a little too innocent mom mode. Like, she's been around the block enough to not have to treat him like a little kid quite as much right there at the end. It's not like she's never seen situations like this. It's not like she's a grandma who's never left her house, like saying, oh, my poor soldier son, are you having a bad day, when he's like having PTSD flashbacks, which is kind of how it came across to me.
I mean, she did lose Wesley pretty much. It doesn't sound like he's visited her.
Yeah,
so
right.
He could be, she could be super protective of Jack. Like,
and that's true, but I just feel like she would be able to relate a little better than she did there, like,
yeah, but I get you, but
yeah, it's not that I think that she wouldn't try to pry, but I just feel like she would come at it from a slightly different angle, maybe. But I don't know, that's a really, really small nitpick, and that's the closest anything seemed out of character to me this episode. Riker feels like Riker now.
He got his Riker back.
This is probably the most convincing Picard that Picard has been.
Well, he got to have the really great scene with him, and with him and Crusher, like hashing it out over their relationship issues.
Yeah,
and then him and Ro in this episode, which is
hey,
let's go back to like character drama.
Right, and
that's the exciting part of the episode, is just 2 actors playing off each other and being great.
Yeah. And that's to me what can make sci-fi really good is it's sci-fi to me isn't necessarily like, wow, look at these incredible machines. It's, I mean, and of course it is, but like it's more about what effect would that setting have on the people in the setting, and that's to me the interesting part of exploring it, a lot more than just, world building is great, but the world has to matter, I guess, is the right way to look at it.
And having Ro and Picard like tear each other open with their old wounds, and then Ro being like, Starfleet is compromised at the highest level. It's like, oh,
yeah,
like that just hits really hard.
That might be exactly the same line they used in the first series episode Conspiracy. That might be word for word exactly how they said it, which
might have to go back and review.
Yeah, I'm really interested in going. Yeah, watch our commentary with it. Honestly, like we did that years ago. Dracofunk and I did.
Yeah. Hey, Dracofunk, how do you rate this?
Yeah, Dracofunk.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, so we, I always put my rating in the spreadsheet before you guys, and we are at this weird thing where we all rated it exactly the same.
Right.
So I also rated it a 9. Thanks for asking, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, my dude. We care about your opinion a lot, honestly. It just we're wrapped up in it.
There's a lot to process with this episode, and I'm having trouble with it, which
is good.
Yeah,
Star Trek at its best,
sci-fi that makes you think. Yay!
Yeah. Star Trek at its best has always hit really hard and caused emotions. No, I wanted to make the point too about Worf's suppressing his heart rate thing. That's straight out of Shatner's first Star Trek novel, The Ashes of Eden, where I think it was like a Romulan Klingon, like a person who had one parent of each, did that. And it was a plot point because some ship functions were tied to sensing their vital signs or something. They did that. I don't remember if they said it was like a Kalis thing or whatever, but it was like that's an interesting. I'm gonna call it a reference. I don't know if it was, but I'm gonna call it one. Which I thought was pretty cool because I always kind of wanted to. That was one thing I remember reading that book when it came out and kind of being like, oh, I'd love to see this play out in a show someday. and it did. So that was cool. Yeah, awesome. I'm here for it. We're now halfway through this season, and it has consistently built itself better with every episode. It really has. And that's fantastic.
So keep those fingers crossed.
That's right. Yeah, I'm becoming more optimistic and less cautious about that. So maybe this will play out well. And you should join us next time to find out. And also, honestly, I'm going to go watch Conspiracy. I'm going to go watch the season 1 Next Gen episode sometime later today. And I might watch it with our commentary, just for fun. And you guys should too. You can find it on the channel under our Next Gen Commentaries season 1. And see how we're doing today compared to how we were back then, and also see how Star Trek is doing today compared to back then. 36 years ago.
I'm already scanning through the episode.
Yeah.
So pity me, I have to go to sleep somehow after this.
Yeah, really.
Because my brain is very awake right now.
Yeah, well, good luck. Well, what better to spend a sleepless day on, I guess.
Oh. Good day, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.